Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the 'Tis the Season collection by Colores de Carol that goes on sale November 9th. I do have a 10% coupon code. It is not an affiliate code, it is just 10% off for you as a thank you for watching my video from Carolina. In the description box below, I will link the Colores de Carol site, I will link their Instagram page, and I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from this collection. So we do have 6 polishes to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Holly Jolly, and this is described as a bright jelly red with Aurora Shimmer, holographic red micro glitter, and ultra chrome chameleon flakies. So here's our first coat of Holly Jolly. This has a really nice, really smooth formula. A little bit sheer here on this first coat, but I do feel like it's more in a jelly base, so that is kind of to be expected. You do get a great amount of flakies out. You don't have to do any kind of manipulation to them. They do spread out nice and evenly across the nail, and you don't have to do anything like shaking the bottle to get them to apply like this. So this is completely opaque in 2 coats for me. This one will dry pretty glossy on its own, but those flakes will dry slightly textured, so you will want a glossy top coat either way. Nothing in here is going to stick to your nails or be difficult to remove or anything like that, so you shouldn't need a peel off base coat. So there's 2 coats. Next up we have 'Tis the Season, and this is described as a rose gold metallic with silver microflakes, pink hollow microflakes, pink hollow glitter, and micro pastel glitters and iridescent flakies. Here's our first coat of 'Tis the Season, and I believe this is pretty much a clear base, so you will want to build this one up, or it can be used as a very dense topper if you're into that look, but it does build up nicely on its own. It's decently opaque here on this first coat. It's going to take 3 to build up completely though. The formula on this is really good. The glitters in here are all relatively the same size, so it does spread out nice and evenly across the nail. You don't have any chunks anywhere of anything crazy looking, but it is completely opaque here in 3 coats. This one's going to dry pretty textured, so you'll want a top coat to smooth everything out, maybe 2 coats of a glossy top coat if yours is on the thinner side, and I highly recommend a peel off base coat for this one because removal is a little bit difficult. So there's 3 coats. Up next we have Cozy Sunday, and this is described as an olive green with Aurora Shimmer that goes from red to gold and ultra chrome chameleon flakies. So here's our first coat of Cozy Sunday. And this one applies really nicely as well. Very smooth, easy to work with formula, no running or pulling or anything like that. The coverage is obviously a little bit streaky and sheer here on this first coat, so it is going to have to be built up. You do get an okay amount of flakies out. It's not like a crazy overwhelming amount of flakies like it looks more so in the bottle than what you get on your nail, but they are there, and it's just kind of like an accent to the polish itself. This is completely opaque in 2 coats. This one will also dry decently glossy on its own. Those flakies that you do get though dry slightly textured, so you will want a top coat for that reason, but nothing in here is going to be hard to remove or stick to your nails or anything of that sort. So there's 2 coats. Next up we have Winter Mist, and this is described as an intense royal blue with Aurora Shimmer that goes from red to green and ultra chrome chameleon flakies. Here's our first coat of Winter Mist, and this has pretty much the same everything as the previous polish except in a blue base. So the formula on this is really good, no running or pulling, a little bit sheer and streaky here on this first coat, but it is going to build up nicely. And just like the last one, you get an okay amount of these little flakes in here. It's not like an overwhelming amount, so it's just supposed to be like an extra something to the polish. So this is completely opaque here in 2 coats, and just like the previous polish as well, this one's going to dry pretty glossy on its own, but any of those flakes that you do get are going to dry a little bit textured, so you'll want a top coat for that reason, but nothing in here again is going to be difficult to remove or stick to your nails. So there's 2 coats. Next up we have Magical Time, and this is described as a clear base with Aurora Shimmer packed with holiday glitters and mini holographic snowflakes in gold and silver. So I'm doing 1 coat of this over Winter Mist, the previous polish. You get a great amount of glitter out. I didn't do any swirling or anything like that, holding the bottle upside down with this. I did do a little bit fishing on my ring finger just to get a snowflake, and it was extremely easy, nothing hard to do. And these do lie relatively smooth. It'll dry slightly textured as far as how glitter does, but it's not like crazy textured, and it is going to be a little difficult to remove. So there's 1 coat. And lastly for today, we have Let's Celebrate, and this is described as a white Crelly with Aurora shimmer that goes from green to purple in a variety of glitter, including green hollow triangles. So here's our first coat of Let's Celebrate, and finishing this swatch. This first coat is out of focus, and I'm sorry, it really bothers me. This is a little bit sheer here on this first coat. It is going to build up really nicely in 2 to 3 depending on your preference. I am going to go ahead and show you what 3 coats looks like today because I do want the widest base possible and the most glitter payoff. So, but it is pretty opaque here on 2 coats. I did have a little bit of a hard time getting those larger triangle holographic green glitters out. So between the second and third coat, I did go ahead and hold the bottle upside down just while the second coat was drying. The formula on this is really good and smooth though. No complaints on that, no running or pooling or anything like that. This one's going to dry slightly textured, so you will want a glossy top coat to finish this off. And the glitter that are in here will be a little bit difficult to remove, so you might want to do a peel off base coat for this one. So there is 3 coats. I feel like I do this every time with Colors to Carol, but I have a multitude of favorites. The first one and the most obvious being Cozy Sunday. The olive green, I can't stay away from it. I can't say no to it. I love it so much, and that's Cozy Sunday. And then Magical Time, the topper. I love this for a couple reasons. First off, it's the red and green glitters, which, okay. And then it's got these little snowflake glitters that just look so beautiful over like a blue base. So I feel like not only is it a Christmas polish because of the red and green, but it's also a winter-esque polish, so I really like it for that reason. And then the other one being Let's Celebrate, which is the white Crelly, and another obvious choice for me. I feel like Carolina does a lot of like my style of polishes, so that's probably why I have a hard time picking favorites from her, because it's just like a multitude of everything I love. But these are the standouts in the collection, and I'm going to stop rambling. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this collection. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.